Well, I guess I'm just hanging. Doing a stream because I don't know what else to do. So, yeah. That's me doing that. So, hanging out on the stream. Don't know what we could do. What could we do? What could we do today that would be different? I don't know. But I'm thinking I need to move my lights around. I don't know. Thinking because I have one down there. I have one over there. Way over. I have one sort of over here. I feel like I need to move one sort of further over. Maybe like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe that's more light. I don't know. Oh no, now I got... Oh, so I did that thing where I got too close to the camera and freaked it out. Alright. So, so we can temporarily fix that, and then it will freak out again later. But... yeah. I mean, that's kind of the best I can do right now. It'll freak out and go back. It'll go back to how it was, and then it'll look weird again. And I'll have to fix it. Hey, John. How have things been going in your country? I know the info I've been getting is that oh, things are okay, you know. I mean, it's quarantine life, I guess. I do have a job, but it's pretty solitary, so I don't really see anyone. And it's in the middle of the night, so... But, I'm not working virtually. I actually go out and work. So, oh, I see. You know, we're starting to hear reports all over the place that, you know, like they're doing street studies, and they're finding that the people that have the antibody are more than they thought had it, you know, so they basically I guess so more people have had it and never knew they had it, and more people have it and don't know they have it and have no symptoms. So it's more widespread than anyone thought, really, except for me, I guess, or certain people. Like, I kind of knew it would be that way, but it's just evidently so in this country, in some areas, they're talking about opening things up again because there's already an indication that there's more people that have lots more people that have had it. So like some 50 to 70 times more people have had it or have it than they previously thought. So that's going to make it, you know, probably much less harmful in the long run and more likely to support the opening up of things. So I really don't know, though. That's just what I've read so far and what I've heard reports on. And, you know, I'd heard your prime minister was sick, and I can't remember who else I'd heard about, but I don't know, for some reason a lot of Hollywood actors, I don't know why. I think maybe it's because they're able to they're all just getting tested because they want to see, so now it's turning out that more of them are sick, and so they're staying home. And yeah, I heard he was very, very sick, so I'm glad he's feeling better. I don't ever want to, I never wish anyone to be ill, and, you know, so, yeah, I don't really have much of a plan here at all, like I usually don't, but, I'm just, like, the last time I streamed, I made this beach background, and I'm using a program called, Natura 3 to make that beach sound. It's like procedurally generated, I think. I'm really not sure. But, I don't know, when I click on their buy now link, though, I think their site doesn't come up anymore, so I'm thinking maybe they're dead as a company. But I don't know. So, I've had this program for a long time. I think I have like version 2 on a CD somewhere, but I have like a registered version that I paid for a long time ago that I still have. It probably will still run, but I got Natura 3, just downloaded it, and then I tried to see if I could register it. It's a good program. I've used it for working for a long time. Like when I have to program, it's a great way to blot out all the sounds of the house and, you know, whatever, and concentrate. Hey Nodzerg, how are you? The amount of money he's letting the NHS off with is amazing news. I'm not sure what you mean by that, John. I don't really understand how the NHS works, so but if it's good news, then I'm happy. Going to sleep, Nodzerg. I know, this is a late for you. I stayed in bed like way too long. That's part of the whole quarantine situation for me, is that I tend to oversleep now. Oh, see? My camera went back to normal. So now I can fix it again. So, yeah. I don't know. I just decided I would not do anything. I wouldn't overthink anything. I would just... National Health Service has excess of $6 billion in debt, and he's letting them off with it. In other words, is he forgiving the debt that they have? So they can better do their work. Yeah. Well, that's good news, and have a good night, Nodzerg Horde. Thank you for dropping by. I mean, it sounds similar to our social security system here, and we have something called Medicare, and then we have something called Medicaid, which is the thing that fills in for when people don't have health insurance. So... So, so as far as Natura goes, I can switch to a view, like that's what it looks like. I'm making it big, but it's not. It's usually about like on the screen, it's typically about that big. But it's sort of a, I think it's sort of a shockwave flash engine kind of based program, which is why it's a little squirrely. It used to be more resource intensive, but or I guess maybe all modern machines have caught up with it. But basically looks like that. I could put my oh, I haven't switched to the view yet. Yeah, okay. Looks like that. Basically. It's usually about that big on the screen. Something like that. Like if this whole screen was your monitor, it would be about that big. It's not a sizable window. It's like some kind of a shockwave flash sort of thing. And then you have like different you have different like type of sounds you can pick. And so looks pretty retro. It's old. It's old, but there is a phone version of it. And I've used it since before smartphones. I've used it when I had an iPac. So there was a Windows CE version of it. It's been around for a long time. It might be going away though, because I don't know if their main website seems to be down at the moment. So there's no way to register it now if you download it. So you'd either have to crack it or you'd have to yeah, like I said, it's I analyzed it in a decompiler and you know, resource analyzer as a programmer, and I found that it's basically it's sort of like a shockwave flash sort of based program. So it relies heavily on third-party libraries, which most programs do these days, but those particular ones are kind of overkill for something like this, I feel like. But they did it so that it would have a slick user interface, I guess. But you can make you know, I wonder if it has birds. I wonder if it has seagulls. It has those. No seagulls, which is too bad. Because that would be good to go along with the ocean scene that I have going here. But yeah, I'll just turn the birds off. It's got some sort of ambient, it's got some chimes. Oh, thanks for asking. I don't know if I was thinking I might do it today. I should do it every day. You know, that's kind of what I was planning on doing, is at least doing a short, like 10-minute stream every day. And maybe if I did that, I would feel more like I had some kind of direction on this streaming / YouTube journey. I actually made a video the other day, which is the first time I've ever made a video that I had to edit, Well, thank you. I will make more. And I'm gonna try to make myself do it every day, like do at least one short stream every day, or maybe even make a video. I don't know. Oh, let's have a look. Let's see which one this one is. Will this go to? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I know this one. I can't figure out, you know what I can't figure out when it comes to streaming, why sometimes the live chat replay is turned off and sometimes it's not. It's weird because I don't turn it off, and when I look in the settings when I start a stream, it always shows that it's on, but then I always save it anyway. And then it seems to replay, but I don't know. Since it's a stream, I don't have a reason to turn the chat replay off, but sometimes it doesn't turn. It turns off. It just does that by itself. I don't know why. But I generally try to leave everything open. I'm replying to your comment. Yeah, you know, it's interesting when I put my same streams, or piano things or whatever, when I put them on BitChute, even though it's a much tinier user base, I get many more views. I get like 4 times as many views on anything I put up there, because YouTube demotes everyone now. Even content like mine that isn't controversial. I used to get much more recommendations, even back in the days when all I did was stream World of Warcraft, and I only streamed on Twitch, and I just used to archive my streams onto YouTube. I got more views back then, so, and certainly I got more recommendations and stuff. Like, that's weird when you think about it. And I'm not sure why it matters with me, because I mean I'm not a political streamer at all, so I don't have like controversial stuff on any of my streams as far as I know. I don't know. I supported PewDiePie, so maybe that might be controversial. I don't know. So, but. I actually made this video while I was on stream, and then I kind of added sound to it and did some editing, and I edited one little cut of it, and I'm kind of proud of it because the first time I was able to successfully edit anything. So, and I don't think I have the current version on YouTube. Wow. My goodness. Well, I guess I'd best stop shirking my responsibility, because I know that people like it when I play, and I know it's a thing, but I'm probably gonna have, I might be changing, not changing my focus to BitChute, but I might be putting everything on BitChute for sure. The automatic upload on BitChute doesn't work anymore. But here's the little story video I made. It was fun to make. And, most of my piano streams are there too. Sometimes I edit the you know, the stuff at the beginning where there's nothing happening. Wow. Alright, well we gotta listen to this now. You've been talking about this. You've been talking about this a lot, so let me see, I can turn these chimes off. Let's see here. Oh, I have the browser turned way down. Is that true? I think it's true. Yeah. What am I using here? Brave? Yeah. I could... Okay, I'm gonna go to this spot that you're talking about. 520. About 520. Let's see what. Okay, I'm gonna skip to that. 610. Well, okay. So, what's my sound doing here? So I've got like a... Does this affect... Oh yeah, it does. This affects the sound in... I really need to just turn this down. Okay. Anyway, thank you for pointing that out. I'm humbled when I find people like what I do. I've never really done anything with that technique. I've never presented it in in any kind of a venue or anything. I worked on it when I was in school. It's just an idea of, creating multiple lines by moving voices around a certain way. And, but, like the thing about music and it's evoking emotion, is, I think that the player has to, you have to understand we have similar nervous systems. So if I feel a certain thing when I'm moving voices around and changing, copying and introducing themes and modifying them and then changing the intensity of themes or whatever, then if it makes me feel good, it'll probably have that same effect on some other people listening. And that's kind of the scientific explanation of it if you take the mysticism out of it. But I think it's amazing. I cry at music. It's one of the few things that makes me cry. And I have emotional responses to many different types of music. Some things you wouldn't think would make me cry, but they do. So, like Jake Hill, the YouTube rapper, makes me cry. Some of his stuff is just so good and so tight and so perfect, and it just is very touching, some of it. And, but I'm glad that you're on today because, I feel very disconnected here lately. My wife sleeps a lot. She has MS and she hasn't been feeling well the last few days. She's getting over something. It's probably not the virus, but, in fact, it's possible that we both had it 2 months ago, to be honest. It's quite possible, because we both had kind of a weird flu a couple of months ago. So who knows? We haven't been tested, though, so we don't know. But, I don't know. But she has to be more careful, because she takes an immunomodulator, so I don't know. I wish she would do stuff on YouTube. She would be way more popular than me. She could read stories to little children or whatever, but, anything she did would be good because she's just such an amazing person. I bet you she would get 1 million views if she had a YouTube channel. But she's shy to do it, although she's talked about, doing things like that. Yeah, so, yeah, I would love it too. I think it'd be awesome. And I feel like honestly, she would probably, because you know, I really have no direction in anything I do online. I don't really have a plan. I don't ever plan anything. And she would probably figure out something consistent to do. But she would be so... It's hard to explain, you know? You just have to know her. She's completely unique, and a lot of it is because she's had MS for most of her life, which is rare, you know, to have it as a child. But it's, you know, reformatted her brain many times, and it makes her very, very unique. And so she thinks in a unique way. She has memories that disappear, and then then later they come back, and she has to be real consistent in her thinking. So she uses logic a lot, because logic is a constant. And so because of that, she's much more consistent than the average person in her thinking. And I don't know, I was quite taken with her the first time I met her. I probably, well, I actually have known her since we were kids, but I spent my early years being afraid of her when I was a wee little kid. And so, you know, oh, really? That's neat. Like, you know, I go on a message board sometimes that's just real tiny. It has only a few people on it now, like maybe 5 or 6. And a couple of them actually met on that board and got married. So that does happen. I think it's really neat when it works out. I think it's amazing how, like, sometimes because so many people can see you, like in the case of PewDiePie, I mean, it seems like to me, Marzi is just like the perfect person for him. It seems amazing. Like it's I'm so happy. Like, I've gone through the Fridays with PewDiePie whole playlist, and I've just watched how they, you know, got to know each other and then visit each other over the years and all that kind of thing. It's just neat. I think it's just neat. So I had so many online friends in the early days of the internet, but a lot of them I've lost track of. And some of them I haven't, you know? So, some people I still keep up with. And, it's pretty neat, really. I mean, I've probably been on the internet since the very early days of, you know, when ISPs first started showing up in, like, the early 90s. Oh, how come I'm not streaming on Twitch? Right. It's probably because I started I was monkeying around in the settings. And, let me see on that. I was monkeying around in the settings. And, I think I started a rerun last night, and you have to turn that off before you can stream.
Come on now.
I think that's actually what the thing is here. Let's see what comes up when I... I'm not sure. Let me see. So, let's see. How do I go to my dashboard? Like, dashboard is the thing, right? Okay. So they changed the whole display, and since I don't use Twitch directly anymore, I use Restream. Let's see. Where's my rerun widget? I thought I added it. Add that puppy. Okay. Now I've added it. Let me see. And then how do I... No, I don't know. No, I guess there's not a I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Maybe I need to reconnect to Twitch. I don't know. It's probably because I did something, though, in the interface. It says I'm streaming to Twitch, like, as far as Restream is concerned. Let me see what it says here. No, it says I'm sending data. It says I'm not online. Maybe I need to reconnect to Twitch. Looks like maybe I do. And since I have the whatchamacallit, I don't think I have the ability to I have the free version of Restream, so I don't think I can turn it off or take it out without stopping the stream. Maybe I'll stop the stream for... I'll just stop it and then I'll come back. So maybe that's what I should do. And see if I can fix it. I'll see if I can fix it.